about to start orientation week and I just realized that my first aid certificate has just expired, which means that for my last day of my holidays, I'm heading to the city to do a 1-day first aid course. Anyway, let's get it. This week is week 1 of 45. This is where it really gets ramped up. Third year is meant to be the hardest year of medical school. It's just orientation, so we're probably gonna get a big outline of what's gonna happen for the year. I am a little bit late. Let's get to uni. Let's get started. Let's get pumped. So I've just got home from uni. Today was essentially an orientation day, sitting in the lecture theatre, just listening to a bunch of different speakers talk about what to expect. Third year for postgraduate medicine, it's mainly clinical, and that's the big difference between the first 2 years and the next 2 years. The first 2 years are spent mostly at uni, so we spend a lot of time in lecture theatres, revising over lectures, doing tutorials and small groups where we discuss different theoretical cases. We also do some labs, so your anatomy labs, where you get to go and work with cadavers, physiology, histology. We've also done a few different site visits, whether that's been to a GP and shadowed them for a day, or maybe to a sexual health clinic. I did that last year. But generally speaking, most of the time in those first 2 years is spent really just absorbing as much knowledge as you can from lectures and textbooks and watching videos. And the difference this year is that we're going to be going out into the real world, into the hospitals, and actually spending a good amount of our time learning within those spaces. Fingers crossed it's going to be a great year. I think it's going to be super busy. The hardest thing about this year is that you have a lot of time spent clinically, but you also need to be keeping up to date with what the uni is teaching, and that doesn't always align with which rotation you're on. The rotations are GP, we have a pediatrics rotation, a women's health rotation or obs and gynae, 2 medicine rotations or internal med rotations, 2 surgical rotations, and a psychiatry rotation. It's going to be a jam-packed year. I cannot wait. Yeah, that was day 1. So after demolishing this hash brown, I decided that it was a good time to clean my desk, which hadn't been used since second year. And then after that, I jumped onto the computer and just looked at the course outline, as well as just looking up a video on cannulation. And after that, I decided that it was a good time to get ready and go to the gym. Hey guys, so it's Wednesday today, and today we're doing another day of orientation, but I'm doing my cannulation assessment. Also going to do a tour of the hospital that I'm going to be placed at. Wearing my shoes. Hopefully they're all broken in. They were not broken in, as you can see. Limp for emphasis. But anyway, here's me walking across before in the morning. I finally got to uni a little bit early, checked out my patient for today, being an arm with no body, and got ready for my assessment. Spent the rest of the day waiting to get this ID, which I finally managed to get. A little bit blurry, but hey, it'll get me through. Nice little walk home. Shoes are on fire, feet are on fire. Again, really wanting some sympathy for how sore my feet are. But after that, I just sat down and again continued to go through the course outline. What is going on, guys? So today it is Thursday and I don't actually have any scheduled classes today, but I do have a lot of things to do. So I'm just gonna head to a cafe because I've been to the gym and I don't really want to head into uni if I can avoid it. So I have some online modules to do and I also have to work on my MD project. So If you do postgraduate medicine, everyone has to do an MD project, which is a little bit of research. Mine's looking like it's going to be something in general practice, researching the management of diabetes, which I know is very broad, but it'll become more specific as we move on throughout the next couple of years. And yeah, so just going to go study at the cafe. See you there. Okay, so we're actually at the place that I used to study at when I was studying for the GAMSAT. It's one of my favorite places to go, and always order just one drink and sit there for about 4 hours because #student life. I managed to get through my long list of things to do and did a few of the online modules that I need to do this year, as well as getting through a little bit of life admin. If you guys are enjoying these types of weekly vlog type style videos, please hit that like button and subscribe. I will continue to make all the videos that you guys are requesting, so stay tuned for those and let me know if you're enjoying these types of videos. Anyway guys, what ended up happening, like always, life happens, and I got a call because I am the person who does the roster for my job as a sleep technician. So I spent about half an hour trying to organize people to work, but that's just life. And after that, I decided to go home and have some lunch. This is no joke, freaking hot. Alright, so I've just had lunch and now I'm going to quickly try to upload my first video on YouTube. So the video that I'm trying to edit and upload now is the how I got into medical school. If you'd like to see that, I will put the link up here or here, and you can go check that out. And now I'm going to see if I can get this uploaded and everything done in 2 hours. I've never uploaded to YouTube before, so I have no idea how long this is going to take. Alright, see when it's done. Hey guys, so as you can see, I'm not wearing the same stuff, and it is not just 2 hours later, it's actually the next morning. Yesterday afternoon, I ended up spending almost 6 hours actually trying to finalize my first YouTube video. Actually uploading it onto YouTube was a completely new experience for me and took a little bit longer than expected. Then we ended up having some friends come over for dinner, so it ended up being a pretty jam-packed day. Today we are just about to head into uni, and I've got a lecture on how to scrub, glove and gown. So just getting prepped up for theatres. Then I think I'm just gonna go to the library. So I'll see you there. I'm just going to make myself a quick shake, a quick breakfast. I've already started. There it is. Protein, milk, I'll throw a banana in there. Same breakfast every morning. Probably a little bit boring, but I don't know. So far, I don't really get bored of it, so. Lucky, do it. The lecture only went for an hour, which meant that I had the rest of the day to print off all of the documents that I need for doctors to sign throughout the year to do my assessments for each rotation. I do like to try to stay paperless for most things, but there are a few things that I need to print, and I just also want to print a calendar off. After that, I got stuck into the online modules that I need to do. There are so many that need to get done by the end of this year, so I'm trying to get them as much as I can finished ASAP. And then after that, I had a little break, got myself a Coke Zero, which is my guilty little pleasure. And then after that, I ended up continuing with those modules for most of the morning, ended up having some lunch, and then I put on my big headphones, which are my Please Do Not Disturb Me headphones, and got stuck back into some work. And then I'll tell you what ended up happening for the rest of the afternoon in the next video. Saturday morning, woke up to have this all over my car, so headed straight to the car wash. Just wanted to wrap up what happened at the end of Friday. I met with my clinical group, so we just went and had a coffee and discussed what we wanted for the year, discussed how we like to study. I'm a massive fan of group study. I think it's great when you can have everyone go off and learn their little bit and then come back together and teach, even if you're not completely across the subject. After that, I had a meeting with my MD supervisor. I was just discussing my progress so far, looking at how to get ethics approval. After that, I headed home. I walked home. It was a really nice walk, and that pretty much ended the day. I watched a bit of Netflix, had dinner, and chilled out for the rest of the Friday night. It's a long weekend. I'm going to enjoy it. We're not quite into the swing of things yet. It's definitely going to ramp up, but looking forward to the year ahead. All right, guys, I will see you in the next one.